This is my week in review, and this channel is all about my journey from doing stock options and selling covered calls and cash secured puts as a side hustle, and hopefully someday going full time. So it's just my journey along the way, and I do these reviews once a week, and it was kind of just a brutal week this week. Let's take a look and see what happened. My account right now is sitting at 189,873 over the course of the past. Let's go back a month. It's been as high as 212. I did take out some money for some home repairs, but it's gone down as far as 178, and it's recovered a little bit at the end of last week. So it's been kind of just a real roller coaster with tech earnings and stuff just going sideways in a lot of ways with the stock market and the government shutdown and a lot of things going on, which I won't get into, but that's just how my account has been over the past week. Let's see, I am down 9.7%, and for the past month, 8.7%. 3 months, up 7.4%. Year to date, still up 16.57%, and past year, 17.75%. And if we hadn't had that dip in the past week, I'd be up around the 30% range. So hopefully we can get back up to that. And I think if we can resolve the tariff situation, then the stock market will go up. Also, if the interest rates get dropped again, that could spur the stock market. And the other thing would be the government shutdown. If we could stop the government shutdown, I think everything would, the stock market was poised to shoot back up. But there's a lot of unknowns right now, a lot of uncertainty, and the fear is high on the fear and greed index. All right, let's get into what happened last week. Kind of a brutal week. I did have a call out from last month on open that was expired. I collected 138 on that. So this month I had this put out on Avgo. It was assigned to me. I collected 510 in premium, and the strike price was 360. The price had gone down. Let's take a look. Past week it had gone down as far as 338. So I was assigned. I had a fork over $36,000 for that, and now I'm doing a covered call right here on that. Collected 450 at my cost, which is 360. The price had jumped. It had gone back up to 351 at the time of this trade. This is actually a trade it's set for Monday. So if I look at my account, these numbers might change, but I'd just like to kind of set up the trade to have them here to remind me. And sometimes I'll just redo them if the numbers change on Monday morning, but I put them in my sheet as a temporary item just to kind of have some trades to get ready for next week. Likewise with this hood, this was a cash secured put. I was assigned. I collected 435 on that. Price of hood went way down. It's still down. Past week it went down as far as 121. It's recovered a little bit up to 131, but I was assigned at 141. So to try to sell, I was hoping to make like around $400 or so doing a covered call, but it had gone so far away from the strike price that I was only able to collect, at least for right now, it shows that it's 134. Again, this number might change on Monday. We'll see what happens there. Next one was a hood vertical put credit spread I had going. It was $5 wide, 131 to 132, and the closing price was 130. I think it had gone down as far as, like, what did we say, 121? So it just blown past both of these, and they're both in the money. So I took the full loss on that, 500 after collecting 152. So I was down 348 on that trade. But I'm almost glad to have this long strike as protection. This SMCX, I had been kind of bag holding on this. It had dropped quite a bit, and back in July, I was tired of rolling it out. I'd rolled it out one last time for $8,184. But I collected $12,228. This is for 600 shares. So I ended up with $4,044 on that. But I just got tired of rolling it, and the wild swings in these large premiums here. So decided to just say screw it. This is back in July. So I made an expiration for $12.19. Set it to my cost. Actually, my cost was like $75 on this. And but I got tired. The price had gone down so far. SMCX is a leveraged stock against SMCI, and SMCI earnings came out and they weren't good, and last year they had some issues with their accounting and stuff, and so they've had problems. So I'm kind of holding the bag on this, and I decided that to buy this back at $1,050 for 600 shares. I think that's like 175 per share. So a lot of the extrinsic value had dissipated on this, and so then I just did another trade that was still, it was below my cost. So I really got to watch this, but it had gone so far down that I feel pretty safe that it's not going to go past 40. If it does, I'll close it out. But it's a way for me to generate some premium instead of waiting till mid-December for this to finally close out. So that's what happened there. That's some CX, NVTS. I got into this. I'm hoping to just kind of make a little money and just get out of it at my cost. So I've got these for Monday, and then this Amazon. I had a covered call here that was in process. I did a buy to close on this, and I had rolled this. I didn't roll it all the way up with my short strike. You can see my past video what I did there, but I didn't go as far as it had gone up to like 255, and I didn't want to roll it all the way up. And at the time of this trade, it was 249, which gave me some downside protection. And this is against my leaps, and so I decided to buy this back, and then I closed out my leaps. And the reason I did that is just kind of want to be done with this. It took me a long time for the leaps to come into where I could sell them for a profit, and they were due to expire in March, and the theta decay was growing. They were starting to decay, and I didn't want the price of everything was going down pretty heavily, and I didn't want Amazon to shoot back down and have my leaps be not in profit, because then it makes it hard to sell covered calls against it. I just decided to close this out and take this loss for this, but I made $14,000 for selling the leap. So I had paid, this is for 200 shares, I had paid $13,500, and so the difference is 609 here. So I put that in this column, so it's added to everything else. So all of this together adds up to a whopping 1150. It's been just a crazy month. So with the way things are down, I feel okay, just breaking even right now. Still got 3 more weeks in this month to go, and I can, making some premium here with these stocks that I have. I am using some margin right now. So selling the leaps, put some cash back in. You can see I got now 27,245, or before everything closed out, I was using 64,300 of options collateral. So currently I sit at, now I sit at zero cash, and I've got 23,000 of margin used, and this 13,007 of options collateral for this 137 put. So I don't like to use margin, but I feel okay with this because this TQQQ, I've got 300 shares of this. This is going to close out in December, so just over a month or 5-6 weeks at the 85 call for 300 shares. So 85 times 300. Come December, I'll probably have this 25,500 back into my account, and that'll cover my margin. I'll be back to cash, because this 85 call, this TQQQ, same kind of thing. I was bag holding this for a long time, but in the past 6 months, it's shot up past 85. It's back to 106.92. I don't think it's going to go back down anytime soon. So this will be called away for sure, and I'll be totally fine with that. Hey, if you like watching my journey, I just want to say that I do have a free Discord right now that you can join. I'll put a link in the description, and it's got a full beginner's course. If you are new to options, you want to learn how to sell options for income, go ahead and join the Discord, and you can see all the people in here discussing our wins and losses. And as you can see, this is the real world. I'm not a guru. I'm just a IT engineer, mid-50s, trying to build an account so I can get to retirement. Sometimes the market throws you curveballs, and you just got to deal with it. But I am in this for the long term, so I'm just going to keep going and do my best to protect my capital, and hopefully things will turn around soon in the economy, and my account will be back up. Well, that's it for now, and we will see you on the next one.